Comrades and dear friends, welcome back to our beautiful little Republic of Tecnovakia. Last time I left you with a little bit of a cliffhanger, if that's even possible in a game like this. We did, verbally plan out what we had to do, which is move these dry goods production facilities up on the rail, but we didn't start the planning yet, which is going to happen at this episode, and we'll just unpause. But before, we just have to do a couple minor tweaks and things. Number one is we have a plan laid out that I think is a pretty good first draft, so we should start building it. A plan for the farm land here. And the offices can't reach it. Can they? I think they couldn't when I last checked. Oops, come on. I'll take this out of the way, move you over here so we can see. No, they can't. They're barely unable to reach. I could go up to 3 kilometers in range, but then they would take away construction jobs that... Yeah, in the middle of Berlin. We certainly don't want that. So it's just going to be 2 kilometers, and we'll assign these here manually. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. First, though, we'll lay out a bit of a road construction, maybe like here. Hang on, is that the proper one? That's gonna be the road that leads through our fields up to our train cargo station, or grain cargo station in this case, because it's only gonna transport grains. So we're gonna cement that, or rather asphalt it. That can be a construction site, and then we'll buy out this little piece here. I'm still unsure if we actually cement this part, but maybe put some gravel on it. I don't know. But I think we'll be fine. And then we'll manually assign these couple of construction sites. Actually, not that many. So you go ahead and build some farm. And the gas station. Where's the... Oh yeah, that's the piece of road that I just built. Dementia is strong with this one. Good. So we have that, and I think if we actually extend the road through, around, and in here, we might be able to construct the other farms there as well. I think that would even be not ugly if we did that. I'll just take a quick gander if that is possible. I'll go along the lake. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Just come around here. We could even curve it a bit. Oops. Okay, so it's gonna do that. Oh man, that's beautiful. Then we can just curve it around the lake. Awesome. That works out much better than I actually expected. So we'll come to here. And then we'll reconnect you real quick so we can unpause, and now the game can run again. And to where we're gonna go? Down here. Down here we're gonna go. Sadly not in a straight line, but that's alright. We can maybe take away... no, we don't need to take away, it's fine. We don't have to be absolutely perfectionistic here. Is that a word? I don't think it's a word. We can have a little S in our road, that's alright. I love a little curve in my roads. Said no one ever. I'm gonna move this connector here and then just come around. Or will we? Of course we're 1 millimeter short, as tends to happen in this game. I mean, it's just magical how it just always finds a way to not do the curve you want. Actually, this here is rather weird. I think I want to go here. Maybe we can find a bit of a better connection there. And this weird crooked one. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. As if we had planned it. Perfect. Alright, so now they can come down here, around there, and then we can also construct these here. But we'll first finish this farming spot. So that is number 1. Number 2 was... If we finished saving, thank you very much. Number 2 was checking up on our construction site here. That does look alright. We're close to finishing there. Tanks coming there. Let's get them built. Is anybody stuck on these? Nope, not really. That seems to be working. Alright, so we're moving down. We do now have a small shopping center. That's my 99-cent Dutch accent. It's a small shopping center. I didn't have money to buy the $10 Dutch accent, so that's what you get. Anyway, we'll connect this guy to this distribution office. Yes. Very good. But before we do, we'll limit the amounts here. A little bit more food in there. Not so much clothing. And not so many electronics. This seems reasonable. Okay. This seems very reasonable, and then we'll connect you, and they shall have their food. We're just going to monitor this construction site a little bit, so it doesn't suck up workers while we don't need them here. Okay, that was that. Another oversight in Stettin is that I disconnected for some reason. I completely forgot why and that I did it. The road connection to the switch, and we might want to have access for the fire department here, because that thing might burn and then we won't have power. And it would be a nice thing to have power in the city, I think, because that's the main line for the city. This guy is connected here, but this guy isn't connected anywhere. And we're gonna actually reach in our deep, very deep pockets and find some gravel to put on this road. Cool. Okay, so we have the hotels here, everything is connected there, and we should have, yeah, we alleviated that food problem. So things are going alright. Very good. Then the next thing, before we finally get to building our dry goods area over there, is we need to address our new food production capability. Well, currently it doesn't look too hot, but here come the next shift workers. Yeah. So we currently are producing quite a bit, and once this shift is full, like once we reach 150, I don't have full faith into our one forklift garage. I'm gonna buy out, just be on the safe side, buy a couple more forklifts, why not? We do have the money, we'll just have a bit of fuel. And just buy two of the big guys and that should be absolutely fine. And we will load here. Just over the food factory, and we will unload here. Yeah, we don't need to set any. We can actually compare. Yep. Looking good. Alright, just to make sure that filling up this export storage isn't going to hold back our production. And we should be alright. Actually, with the new patch, I've heard rumors that we will get a feature to take these lines and set them on equidistant bus distances. Man, my English ran out there pretty hard. To auto distance the buses from each other, if you get my drift. It's like currently we have these following one after the other, which is really bad, as I explained already, but it's gonna come with a patch apparently. So that one can't come soon enough, so we can have a more even distribution. Yeah. Now we're getting there. See, now we're getting up to the 107, and there's another small bus coming, so 110 or so, and this storage is filling up rapidly. Or as the French would say, rapido. Or was that Greek? I forget. Anyway, let us get to construction. Let us actually get through the night and take a minute. I seem a little overhyped and over-energetic. Take in the peace and calm. Watch the next morning come. Oh, it's such a beauty night, this game. Such a beauty. Alright. Now, I did something pre-recording that I'll actually suggest to any of you doing that are planning cities that have limited space available or that want to interconnect different industries. And that is find a space on your map. Well, wait for the game to autosave, and then go find a space on your map I used this space up here. That's in range of a construction site, so you have bulldozers available, and just dry place the industries with a lot of space around them to see how you can connect them. And that's how I came up with a layout for our dry goods construction. I would say a street, because it's going to be one line. Because these things, especially the... where is it? The prefabs panel factory has really bad and few connectors. It actually only has one for each good it needs. One for the cement and one for the gravel. And if you can't align those properly, well, good luck. So, and also the cement plant only has two sites from which you can access their output. So it's really a puzzle game. It's like a game of Tetris. Usually there's a nice arrangement that looks efficient and clean, but yeah, usually you also need to spend some time to find that. Anyway, enough whining. I do that at every episode. And I'm old and I forget that I whine, so I whine again. That's what life is. Anyway, so we're gonna go along here, and you're gonna have to trust me on a couple of aspects on this build, because I cannot show them. I could dry build it here to show it, but hey, you're watching this series long enough, you'll trust your party secretary, right? If not, well, you know what can happen then. Alright, we want access to gravel and coal with this building, right? So the two connections for that, two ingoing connections for conveyor belts, are facing upward toward where the gravel storage is and where the coal is gonna be. Question is, we need a bit of distance from that rail. I think we can go here. But we also need some... Maybe we can go even a little bit closer, maybe here even. It's gonna make sense in a minute, don't worry. I'm just babbling to myself. Oh, hang on, did I have auto-buy in there? Oh, that was a close one, because we can actually afford that stuff, but obviously we don't want to. That's a $350,000 investment, rubles investment. We'd rather build that ourselves. Okay, so maybe here is a nice starting spot. So we'll plop this one down. Then we have two storage areas for storage buildings. That was the word I was looking for cement in the game. One is with this new dry goods conveyor pipeline thing. That's gonna would connect here. So these two export points, I hope you can see them. Yeah, it's, and the other one is the classic silo that now has been enhanced with a couple of these dry goods conveyors. And I'll go, because I want to go on this side of the building, I will go with the classic silo and connect it pretty close here. We don't really need to draw out space here. Put through here. This industry connection does not actively, in quotes, suck out the produced goods from the cement plants, but it's good enough to fill up the storage. It's not that big, at 30 tons, I mean, we'll have that quickly, and then it'll spill over here. So it's just a bit of a delay, and then it's going to be same as if it would be sucked out here directly. So we don't need that space for conveyors or for forklifts, rather. Alright, and next we need to get out the goods from here and, well, bring them over, make them accessible, or available rather, for... Come on. Oh, was that the one I wanted? Or was that... Oh, that one was the one I wanted. So we'll connect this guy here. Make them available. We don't need to be that close, like so, because we also need to bring a road in between. So place you here. The reason I picked this building is because it has so many, it has 6 outputs in all kinds of directions, so we're really flexible. But we're gonna need the high output coming over here. And we're gonna need the high or low, I don't really know, going toward our prefab panels factory. Right, and that can now go right around here. With a bit of room, maybe like so, because we still need a couple buildings connected. Maybe here's nice. Is it nice? I think it's nice. Okay, we just gotta make sure it is nice. So we'll take this conveyor road crossing and check. Yeah, that works perfectly. See, and that's the reason why we built this building the way we do. We can put one conveyor road crossing here, the other one over here. Currently I can't, because we still have this gravel thingy going here, but that's gonna be soon removed. And that way we have a really nice streamlined connection of gravel towards both buildings. Look at that beauty. It's square and everything. I mean, that doesn't get much better than that. We could actually also fit one of these in here. I was contemplating doing that. You know what? Let's do that. Just need to make sure this is straight. Like so. Is that straight aligned with the building down there? I can't really see. These tooltips are really annoying. Oops. Okay, go here and then we'll run by here. Hopefully we can... barely not. Okay, fine. We need to accept a little bit of a tilt in our connector there. A little bit of a tilt. That's alright though. So like so maybe. It's not perfectly straight. Maybe this will be enough. Oh no. Come by here. Oh come on, game! Don't ruin my fun. Don't be like that. Fine. Actually, just that. And place the conveyor. Oh, we can actually just do it like so. Why don't we do? Why didn't we do that to begin with? Okay, I think this here is the best we could get. Like so. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty much straight. And then we can place this guy up here. Absolutely awesome. That just makes my German heart so happy, I can't even tell you. It's square and it has the proper things with the proper crossings over the road. It's just... I'm having a OCD orgasm over here. Anyway, so that's the build I came up with. And that allows for two very nice things. Number one, if I didn't mess this up with my gloating over how great this fits together, we can fit a open storage here. Yeah, I think I messed it up a little bit. That's because the rail takes a bit of a turn there that I don't really need. You know what? We'll actually invest a bit of money. We currently don't have anybody using this rail. I'll pause it anyway, but we will invest a bit of money making this part friendlier for our plant build. Like so. Like this. What's that weird crookedness in the middle there? Like that. And then we'll put the... Hopefully the game won't crash on me when I do that. There's a bit of a tendency to do that. Okay, we'll put this here. We'll buy out the rail. That should work. At least it did so in my test. Worst comes to worst, we move this part up, but I think it works. We just go manually. Ah, it's too long. Ah, darn it. Okay, we can move this back just a tad. That won't be too bad. Come on now, game. Don't do this to me. Just play nice. See, we're here. There we are. Just need to click once. Look at this beauty. Ah. So satisfying, look at that. And now we have a potential royal connection. I said royal connection there, but I meant rail connection, obviously. Right here, and then we need a bit of a circle to come around there so the trains can... Actually, they need to get on the circle here, get in there. We need to plan that as well. But before we do, we actually also need to remedy this mess here. Because, I mean, nobody in their right state of mind would call that one a proper connection, right? That needs to be made. Why is there a weird kink in there? Anyway, it's better that way than having two kinks. Alright, so that is that connection. And the next nice thing this setup provides, as we're reaching the night again, you know what, I'll just pause it. We don't need to let it run for... Oh yeah, we need to let it run for the construction sites. The next nice feature this provides is we have... Where do we have it? Our dry bulk unloading station. Loading station, rather. Can connect here now. Perfectly nice. Look at that. That perfectly spans the rail. It's high enough the trains can fit underneath, and it's just neatly aligned here. We can then draw connections in. So it doesn't really get much better than that. The only difficulty that remains is getting that turn loop properly connected, but that shouldn't be too hard. But to be able to fit in here, we gotta mess with the power lines again, so I'll need to get through the night. Actually, we can use that break to check on our construction sites up here. They are moving along nicely. Everything is started, it's being built. And this road here is also started. Cool. Let us go over there. Did we reach yet? Not quite, but we're getting there. Do we have a deadlock again? No. Okay, you scared me there for a second. We don't have a deadlock. Oh, look at that! The refinery is finally finished. So now it's only these guys here. Don't really need to focus much on the port. We'll leave that out. That's gonna be last. We need all the other stuff. And we have stuff in here. Awesome. Bus station still not finished. I don't know why it takes so long. Actually, I do know, because we spent all the construction energy on this area here. One thing we need to put in here before we're all finished, though, actually we should do that right away before we build all of this, is I forgot to put a diesel fueling station. We can do that just quickly right now. Somewhere in the middle there, so potentially long trains can use it. I know, it is a bit ridiculous that I removed that already built track. Yeah, that's what you get for being forgetful sometimes. Right, then we can build that right in here. It's not aligned that nicely, but it will do, I guess. If we align it here, then maybe we can correct parts of this here a bit. Just bring you back a little, like so, because none of that's built, so we don't really waste that much. And just connect you in here, so now it has a nice gentle curve. There we go. Connect you up. And you. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna buy these out. Or am I? No, it's okay. We'll construct it like so. And we'll just buy this part out to make up for... What happened? Oh, I need to unpause. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, we'll buy these parts out up until the the construction site there. There we go. Okay, of course we need to buy the diesel station. We need to bring power there and everything, but not this episode. Good, so we have that, and the vehicles can hopefully find these two construction sites. Or is that out the limit already? Ooh, don't like the look of that. Can we find this? No, we can't. We need to increase the radius to 4.5 kilometers. Now you should be able to find it though. Really? Do we need to bring power here? Did I mess it up now? About fuel. No, that shouldn't be necessary. I mean, they can't refuel there rather. But they should be able to... There we go. Alright, never mind. Okay, let's make use of daylight. Get over here and finish this build. So, I need to pause now though, and we'll have to deconstruct some more power lines as usual, but not too many. I think here is fine. And we will then build... we have two choices. We could either go with this build, like come closely from that side, that loading and unloading. We don't really need the unloading. I mean, it would be nice to have that possibility, so we'll turn it around like... Oh, we do have the possibility. Alright, I just couldn't see it because the tooltip was in the way. Okay. So it doesn't matter. It's the same either way. That's good. Right, so if we build it like this, I mean, it's gonna work. We can tilt it a little bit, so we have an easier time accessing the rail. The problem we're gonna have there is we have little space down here connecting. If we move it up a bit, not this one, this here. If we move it up to here, that'll also work. That'll give us more space for connect here, but it will take away space for the loop around. I think it's just enough though. So we'll go with the riskier build. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can redo it. We don't currently have the urgent need of cement on rails, so it's gonna be possible to redo this. And this here will just be more space because we have a... Come on. We have a bit of room to cover. You see, like we have to cover that distance, and we need to interconnect here. Yeah. Okay, we could make this 2 rails in out, maybe. Don't think we will though. Alright, and then we need to reconnect the power. Pretty easy. There's the road connection. Let's draw this one out first. Probably gonna come over. Keep the space there. Alright, so it'll look nice if we came up here and then gave some space for the... Is that... You know what, we'll just go tightly around. It's a bit wasteful, but I think it just looks nicer if we did that. Ah, no, we can't. Alright, so because we need the rail connection here, I just remembered. We can redo that sometime. But currently, we need to be doing this. Actually, we probably can go straight. I botched this. So we go as far out here as we can. Yeah. That's probably the better connection. that looks much better and is much cheaper. Like that one there. Okay, and let's fire up 18 grand. Can't tell you guys how satisfying it is after that long period of time where we couldn't afford, like, can I rebuild for 20 grand? Can I spend 40 grand? It is so satisfying to just throw the money around like that, to just do a quick rebuild like this and just get things moving, get things done. It's just so awesome. Anyway, it has to be said, because it's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Alrighty then. Thing we need though is a nice road connection here. I think I'll keep it tight in the same spirit that we did here. Come around there, closely around the prefab panel factory. You know what, actually might redo this connection here. Might redo this connection here. Let's see. Why not? That looks okay. It's a bit uneven here, but I think we could give it one shot. Ah, yeah, no. You know what we can do? We could actually get out of the way. We could actually come out straight here, just a bit, and then go around here as tight as we can, and then connect up here with a curve. And that way we'll have a straight. Ugh. Okay, can I undo? That doesn't work. Why isn't... Yeah, this curve here is nice. I think that's a pretty good compromise. Yeah, you can... Actually, we'll just put you here. It's just for fire access. Okay, fine. You can't be straight. So we'll connect you here, and then we got everybody connected. Okay. And then we'll just connect you here temporarily, and that should start the construction. And we'll also connect this guy here temporarily. The roads are going to get redone, but construction can actually start right away. Why only one construction office? There's two here. I want them both on the job here. Oh wait. Pick this one here. The silo isn't the most important. Okay, now this can go. Okay, so all of these are gonna get built. Anything we forgot? No. This one here as well. This one will not connect just yet. What else? Okay, so now we can deal with the rail connection. Step one, we need a bit of space here for longer trains, so I will... Okay. I knew there's something. There's always something. There's always something. This here is really annoying, that the road... There's no way to change the road connection, because it's always on the wrong side, no matter how you turn it. It's just a magic. The magic of this game. Alright, if we come in here, I think we have ample. How about actually doing it like so, 2 steps. And then a road crossing somewhere. This is not great. The problem is here. Let's actually redo this. The problem is this here is going to be frequented. I mean, it's not like we don't need many prefab panels. We're going to drive this road pretty often. So maybe if we came out a bit straight and then came in here, would that give us enough space to build a bridge? Let's see, let's just test it. come from here. Oh. And over here, no, that won't be. That will not be enough space. How far can we go out? We could go out quite a bit if it became necessary, and I think we need to do that. It's a bit of a hassle now, but it'll pay dividends later, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna need the space here. I'm gonna try and maybe do this, and then do the loop around here. And then we'll just have to move this building potentially. We'll just see if that'll work. Did I mention I want curved bridges? I think I mentioned that once or twice. They are so sorely missed. Alright, so we'll come out a little bit here, and then we'll connect the concrete bridge to it. 1, 2, 3, come up here. Okay, so that'll actually kind of work, but we need to move the switch here. Which is not much of a problem. We can actually do that. So we'll put the bridge into construction, and we'll put the rail connection that can be constructed like that too. That's all good. What we need to do though is move that switch. Been a thorn in my side anyway, so get moved. And you can get moved as well. Just need to hang on for a second. Lucky it's not nighttime. If you would please remove the rubble any second now. Come on, game. There we go. Okay. Good. So now we'll put the switch over here. Same function, different side of the road. You know what I mean. Different side of the tracks. Put you right here. And then 2 posts connect. So and so. Connect to there. Connect to there. Bam, bam, bam. And that has to be bought out. Do we need to move over on this side? I don't think we do. But before we buy out, let's see if we can't finish this bridge. So that can be constructed, alright, so we can fit the bridge there. Might actually try and be a little bit... Not without curves, I don't think. Because if we build it at an angle here, then we have more space for a curve, but then we won't be able to fit here. It's just gonna give me anxiety. So we'll just go with this. Buy out the power stuff. Whoop, we also need to buy out the switch. Okay. And then we're gonna build back a bit of the road. Connect you around here. Might redo this part of the power connection actually. Once more. We'll just go... Yeah, that's much better. We'll just have a sharp curve. Like so. And so. Great. And then we should be able to do this connection. Awesome. That is much better. And then we are also able to do this connection. The question is, do we want these two to interconnect? Or do we actually go the other way completely and connect these two down to here? Which I think might be the thing to do. That might be the thing to do. Because that probably won't be reachable by a fire department anyway. So we'll connect you up here, and then let's check if we can reach you with the fire department. Where is that? There is the fire station. No, you're not properly reachable. But we have a fire station here. And that can reach here. Haha! We might actually remove this ugly piece of connection. And go straight up to here. Which is pretty awesome. And then we have that connection. And we have no need for this ugly bit of road anymore. Which means we can make you come around right to here and connect up here. Great! And that should be connected to the fire department, I think. Whoop! What's your guys' problem? Where are you going? Yeah, that's not a construction site anymore. Nobody moved there. Okay. Good thing we caught it. We caught it late, but we did catch it. First we need to build a bridge, then we need to build this. Okay, so now trains can come on here, and we have a two-way here anyway. How they're gonna get on this? They need to be able to leave the track somewhere here. Right there. Just in a rather straightforward manner. Okay, I need to do it in a double curve, like so and so. Come up here. And then go back. Why won't you... why are you making an S connection? I don't like that. And then come on here. Okay, so let's think this through. A train comes up this track, wants to go here, goes on here, round there, onto here. To go back, they need to go on here, over there. Should work out. And we're gonna buy this because we're so busy with the train tracks anyway. And then we're gonna buy this one as well. Cool. Okay, that can be done, and this connection here we can do later. Any more question marks? No, everybody clear on what they're doing. Very good. And you can be straight connected here. So that can get constructed as well. Awesome. And that should go rather fast, because Berlin has a lot of construction capabilities. Okay, this is the last act before my demented brain will forget about it. We will stop the workers from accumulating on this platform because we don't really need them there. And yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. Any deadlocks? None. There's the track builder coming. Cool! Everything looking nice. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna pause it here in the middle of the night. For those of you who watched this far, I have made a lot of adjustments to my recording setup. There has been, well, let's say some potential for optimization, the way I do the recording. I hope this will get rid of the asynchronities. I didn't notice them in previous episodes and somehow they crept in there. And I didn't quality check every video that I made because it just worked previously. There's no reason. I mean, it's a computer. It works the same every time, right? So I didn't quality check, and I'm very sorry for that. Must be annoying to have that voice out of sync. Or the voice wasn't out of sync, but the game sound. So I'm hoping that is fixed now. I'll of course check it after the episode, so I guess this point is redundant. If you hear me say this, then the asynchronities are dealt with to an acceptable degree. Anyway, and if you notice any of that on the videos, by the way, just put it in the comments. I'll fix this, or I'll try anyway, and make some kind of remedy or give some kind of explanation. And I never take it like personal or whatever. It's just I live off of feedback. I really like constructive criticism. That is one part of the German culture that is, yeah, I guess different from everyone else. that we really we don't say too many praises, and we really like it straight on the chin. Like if you have something that doesn't that's not the way you expect it to be, usually Germans will say it ever so politely, but you will get it told, which can upset people from other nations, other cultures, sometimes to a great degree. But for Germans, that's perfectly normal. You can say, hey, your video is, the voice is out of sync. What happened here? And I'll be thankful for that and fix it. Anywho, hope it's alright now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope for a lot of things. And of course, to see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.